All right. It's that time. It's time for Beyond Sight and Sound. Let's do this.
Hey boys and girls, we are going to talk about S&W shooters and prospectors. What is S&W shooters and prospectors?
We at S&W Shooters and Prospectors help people find treasure.
Did you say treasure?
Yes, treasure. Just listen to this amazing review from our happy customer, Jackie Sparrow.
Chocolate ship-shape and a pleasure to deal with. I was able to buy everything that I needed at prices that were shillings less than others. I found my 9 pieces of it in no time. Savvy?
I know you're asking yourself, why should I shop at S&W Shooter and Prospectors?
Chuck Smalley has over 45 years of metal detecting experience. He works with each customer one-on-one to customize their setup to match their skill level.
So if you always dreamt of being a pirate, contact Chuck at S&W Shooters and Prospectors and he'll take a great deal for you.
iPads and rum not included.
Caution. Please do not operate motor vehicles or power equipment while under the influence of this show. Listening to this show could cause side effects such as bouts of laughter, violent binges of cabin fever, and even dreams of silver and gold. Please be advised. Now that the fine print is out of the way, on with the show.
All right. We're back. We're live. Did you miss us? I'm still trying to get things done over here on my screen. Taking care of a few last minute details that I'm trying to, tie up some loose ends, we'll say. And I think I'm nearly all there. And then we can go through and we can check the YouTube side of things real quick. Where is my screen? Where is my YouTube screen? Oh, look at that. Look at that. I see. Yep. I see people dropping into the chat. I see Markson, Dropped and Forgotten, Phil, Jason, Ian, I'm sure the Bills are in, Tom Kingery is in, and the other ones will be dropping in shortly. Because the other ones may not even realize. We kind of snuck in on everybody tonight because I was tied up and did not drop a link to let everybody know we were going to be live. But I tell you what I did do. I did drop a live feed right into Metal Detecting Central Illinois tonight. And there's a reason for that, and folks will find out soon. But let's get Chuck in too. How is it going, sir?
It's a bit brisk out tonight. We got 15 degrees with a 25 to 35 mile an hour northwest wind, dropping to 0 static and minus 20. So, wind chill. Yeah, both fireplaces are churning, and the house is toasty, and we're hanging in there. The coffee's hot, and the friendship out here is great, and all our good group is in here tonight. Man, we got them in there. There's Jason and Mark and Bills, Shannon, Phil. Who else in there? Check in there. ORH is in the
Tom.
house. Tom Kingery, how you doing?
Hey, Chuck Smalley's in the
Yeah, we're on. We're live. We're ready to rock it. More clues tonight, too. Be listening. Hang in there with us. Welcome, Central Illinois. Dropped and Forgotten's in the house.
Bart's Detecting in the door.
Yep. I'm going to take them in the middle of the summer and introduce them to Alaska weather. Just hang out 15 minutes. It'll change.
Ah, it sounds like you're in Ohio.
Yeah. Yeah, Ian, that's cold, bud. That's cold. And I just while I was talking with Josh before the show, tones were dropping. Didn't include us. They were dropping multiple tones for a carbon monoxide detector going off. And I'm like, I think they're just hoping they'll get somebody to drive out in this crap.
Right.
Ooh. What kind of... No, we got pecan bars tonight, Janet. Pecan bars after the show.
Oh, man.
Jill went to a local Methodist church bake sale and brought me home all kinds of stuff. She didn't make these up, but the pecan bars got my name on it.
And it was pecan rolls Sunday, wasn't it?
Yep.
Man, you're getting all the good stuff. You must have been on Santa's nice list.
Well, maybe. Marks is telling me it's 20 degrees warmer in Nome than it is right now. Yeah, because Canada opened up the floodgates and dropped all the cold out of Alaska and Canada here.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it stopped by here last night. Good Lord, I was freezing when I got out of that field last night.
Man.
I'm still a little, well, I was a little chilly until I got all fired up before the show, and I had to finish dropping links after we were in, because while the bumpers were rolling, I was trying to peel my hoodie off, go back to just a t-shirt.
Ooh. Phil, I'm going to answer that. Phil put a question. He doesn't eat all that good stuff, and how come he's fat and I'm not? Keep chasing fire trucks and climbing ladders. You don't come on nowhere.
Yeah, you chase fire trucks for a while. It'll do it to you.
My young crew comes through, and they're all pretty dang good shape. And they said, "Come on, Chief, run with us." I said, I'll walk. They ain't running. I want to keep my knees.
Right? Yeah, that's when you go, you know what? I'm the chief. You guys go ahead. I'll catch up to you.
Yep.
I'm going to watch you from back here and assess your performance to make sure you're doing everything properly.
Well, they give me all their healthy looking stuff, and all this stuff to try out. And some of it's like, you actually eat this? Oh,
right? You're going, this stuff. I'm going to go home and eat pecan bars tonight.
And then they got workouts and all this kind of stuff. I'll show up and they go, "What are you doing, Chief?" I said, "I got stuff I got to take care of. See ya."
Yeah. Yep. Hey, just tell them, look, I've made it this far in life doing it this way. There ain't no sense in changing it now.
That's right. They keep us going. A couple of us old guys standing there going, "No, I ain't eating that, and I ain't doing what you're doing, that's for sure."
When Phil asked that question, I should have told him, well, maybe Phil is just looking at too many pictures that me and Ohio Relican are posted up.
Well, Ian, this Chief doesn't have a Tahoe. He's got an F-150, and I got a Chief's buggy down there. Most everybody else is using it, but when I do get to use it, I'm hauling stuff. Usually dirty hose, air packs, clothing, try to keep a clean cab, if you know what the clean cab was. And that way we don't have carryover of carcinogens into the cab where everybody's at.
Nope. You guys, your crew puts enough time in cleaning, I'm sure, then add extra time by getting the cab all dirty.
Yep. And that kind of stuff. So it keeps us busy. We try to stay on top of it. Just keeping things running. If you want to test something out, there's two people I'll hand it to test it, either a Marine or a former Marine or a firefighter. If it lives a while with them, then it's worth its salt.
And then there's
RH, I know that scene you're talking about. So, but anyhow, did anybody else get out today? I saw Dennis Grettencourt. He found a mark. I don't see Dennis online with us tonight yet. So he got a while. I saw a few people made it out south of us. It was warmer down there.
Well,
when we get an inch of snow and that kind of stuff this morning, and then that cold front made it here, and it's been dropping ever since. Gin clear, cold. Ooh.
I made it out yesterday for a little bit, and I was out there in it until it was too dark that I could barely see to make it back to the truck. It was that dark. I mean, the moon was beautiful, which is strange to say at 5:45 in the day, or 6 o'clock, whatever time it was. I don't know. It was, my hands were so cold.
How cold?
I couldn't feel the power button for the detector to turn it off. My hands are that cold.
Yep. Now, Dropped and Forgotten says he's hoping to get out on Sunday. We're supposed to be up near 50 again on Sunday.
Yeah, I know. And
the roller coaster is crazy this year. That's a 70-degree swing.
Right?
Wind chill. Yeah.
We're all going to be sick by the time it's said and done.
Crazy stuff. Come on, Aruba.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, sir.
Probably not even a few more days of this, and you're already going, yep, I'm ready for Aruba.
Yep. My captain in the department, he bugs out a week ahead of me. And he always, his wife's whole family's got a place they go down to Mexico they stay at. He's already like marking off on the calendar today.
Wow.
Yeah, he takes 10 days down there. He comes back and gives me a report on how warm it was. So I go to Aruba and come back and give him one back.
Digging Buddy in the house. Been a while since he's been in.
Well, Digging Buddy, those kids will keep you busy.
Right? So, yep. So, digging Buddy in Sunday before the show, I tried to talk Phil into the idea that he needed a smoker or a pellet grill.
That'd be a good fit there for you, Phil. Hey, nothing better than Q, buddy.
I think Shannon was trying to talk him into that idea not too far back, but they decided, now maybe we'll just wait just a wee bit longer.
Yep. Well, my grilling's done for a while right now.
Well, and I'll tell you, me and Tam were talking about this the other day. Some of these places, you would think that they would go to like a reduced price or something because it's the off season. You'd start seeing some models clearanced out, but some places I'm not seeing that, and I think it's because anymore, the smoking and barbecuing and stuff like that has gotten so popular that some places think there is no off season.
Hey, if it makes a break up into the 50s and that kind of stuff, I'll go out and do it. We'll see what this weekend is. But when it's down to 20 degrees and under that and windy, the broiler's coming on.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, the other day, I took cold smoking to a whole new level because it was so cold. Oh, it was terrible with that wind. And probably, I don't know, the end of this week or during the weekend, I've got another batch of cheese cold smoke. Tasty stuff, and diggers know good food. So do firefighters.
Cool. Sounds good.
Right?
Right. Well, we've got this Saturday is wreaths across America in our department, and we're going out to the cemetery on Saturday, and our local library group and that sponsored. We're putting wreaths on all the veterans' headstones on Saturday afternoon. So
nice.
Yeah. And then it's supposed to be like mid 40s and raining, and I just said that put the bunker gear on, we'll be all right.
Right. I see Digging Buddy says he smoked a turkey this year for Thanksgiving. He should have posted that up in the Beyond Sight and Sound group.
Yeah. We like to eat here, Digging Buddy. Show us pictures.
Yeah. We definitely like smoked food.
No, he and I have not invested in a wrap for the grill to help it insulate it from wind and cold. That's probably a good idea. Yeah, we like to talk about our smokers and grills and what we're cooking and shoot pictures and share it and make everybody else hungry.
Yeah, and I've been told it works.
Yeah. So don't be bashful. Snap a quick pic. That's as good as finding a silver dime any day.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely it is. And you never know who you may inspire to fire up their smoker.
Yeah. Ian
All
said,
I can say,
would you have stuffed peppers, Ian? And we aren't afraid to share tips and tricks on our grilling.
That's right. That's what I was going to say is don't be afraid to share your recipe when you post that photo either.
Right.
Definitely. Hmm.
Well, that's how you stretch it out, ORH. You smoked a half a chicken a couple days ago, ate it, then took the rest, turned in the leftovers, made chicken enchiladas at casserole. Sounds good.
You know, I've tried similar before where like one time this past summer I had taken and smoked like it had to have been like 5 pounds of chicken breast. Had them marinated and smoked and so tender they practically melted in your mouth,
Yeah.
and had full intention of freezing some of that, quick, easy meal prep for this
Right.
winter, whatever.
Right.
Didn't none of it make it to the freezer. We ate half of it that night. I mean, there were four of us, but we ate half of them that night.
Right. They're talking about smoked salmon dip. And some of the best smoked salmon dip I've ever had, of course, is up in Nome, Alaska. Oh my God, it's incredible. That's good stuff.
Hmm. That
That
does sound.
I can smoke salmon too. Catch them, smoke them, fix them up. Wow, good stuff they got.
Yep. I mean, the smokers and the pellet grills, they may seem kind of pricey, but oh, it's worth it. Believe me.
Marks, we just did that the other night. Venison spaghetti. And added actually the last of my morels that I froze. So I got to get on the hoof this spring and replenish that.
I see.
Yeah, morels in spaghetti is awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Or
Yeah.
taking those things and grill them.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like to saute them when I got the medium sized grays, cut,
Yeah.
clean, ready to go. Saute them in butter and throw them on top of steak. That's good stuff. Hands
Not
down.
bad.
Hands down. Add a little, saute them in butter and add I got a thyme and a little garlic and that, and then just lay that across the steak. Oh, man. Yeah, I've got one too, Barks. I got a good hen of the woods in the freezer. Digging buddy said he should have ate before he signed on with us.
Yeah, I was just thinking, man, I'm glad I ate before the show tonight.
There you go. Me too.
That way I can talk about all this smoked food and I don't make myself hungry at all because I ain't got room for any more right now.
Mm-hmm, Bill. Yep. Hey. Nothing better than all you guys telling us your ideas on grilling, smoking, whatever,
That's right.
Cool.
And I'll just throw this out there. If they'd rather not, if they're not real comfortable posting up whatever recipe they use, they can always send it to me, and I can post it up for them if they'd like. Or maybe we'll just get around to doing that Beyond Sight and Sound cookbook yet.
Ian asked a question here, Josh. Has anyone paid attention to the Vortec reviews from Calabash? No, I generally don't see Calabash very often, but maybe I can find it. They seem to have the waterproof lockdown, but the VDIs seem off. VDIs, depending upon the processor speed and such, they're never quite the same from detector to detector brand.
And I don't know because I haven't seen the video, but you've also got to stop and remember too, Calabash lives in there's a lot of EMI where he does his videos.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
So, and I haven't seen the videos, so I'm not saying it is or it isn't, but there have been more than one occasion where Calabash has maybe been a little biased. Just say it.
Yep.
I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
That's right. Yeah. Shannon, this drone thing out on the East Coast. Uh-huh. That's another whole can of beans. Now, that's in New Jersey. And New Jersey has some pretty strict laws on firearms. So not many people have a lot.
New Jersey's pretty strict on everything, aren't they?
And I'm sorry if they're going to swing one into the Midwest. First, it's got to get up through the good old boys in the South. If it gets up here, it's duck season. And I'm quite sure one of the boys has unloaded 10 gauge on it just to see if it'd take it. Just saying.
Yep.
Hey, if it's domestic or foreign, you have the right to protect yourself and your country.
Well, now, you know, it probably wasn't a drone to begin with. It was probably a weather balloon.
The way I look at it, they're trying to get away with everything they can before Mr. Trump takes office.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Good possibility.
Could be. And there's laws now covering the drones flying over your airspace, over your home or your property that supposedly protects the drones. I don't know about that. I didn't tell them they could be there. It's my airspace.
Well, all I've got to say is in order to protect the drone, first off, you've got to be able to find it if it goes down. That's kind of my thought on it.
Yep.
And I know of more than one person who has brought one down.
I may know somebody too. It was ugly. It was parts.
Yeah, they unfortunately
they showed them to me.
They fall out of the sky.
So, and Frank, how you doing, buddy? Frank Lopergallo.
D.A. Frank in the house.
Yep.
Welcome aboard to him. Oh, that reminds me. I did, everything being short notice tonight, I did not run any links on the Facebook site, but our full set of links, including the electrolysis boot camps and stuff like that, are in the YouTube description. And I forgot the most important link of all, the newest one that hasn't even been shared there yet. I haven't added it to the links yet. I should have, but I haven't. And for those like old Pelon that doesn't do social media,
Mm-hmm.
who have the email set up for people that don't use social media to have a alternate contact point to reach me. So people in the YouTube chat, things like that, if they do not use Facebook, they're not comfortable with Facebook, whatever, we do have another contact point now for you to reach the show. And it's really simple, super easy email to remember. It's all together, all lowercase, beyond sight and sound, and that's all letters, just like you see in the channel of the YouTube channel name at gmail.com. So we did get that done finally.
There you go. Oh, Emery's in the house too. I didn't see you there earlier, buddy.
Yeah, he snuck in on us.
Yes, he did. We got him going. He's talking about drones having cameras, and if he did not give it permission to record me on my property, it's coming down.
Right? If you did not give permission, then is that or is that not an invasion of privacy?
You know, that's an interesting thought. Now, okay, I live next to a nuclear plant. That is no fly space around it.
Right.
For a couple miles all the way around. ORH says it's a federal offense to shoot a drone. But it's okay that they can come through. How do I know that that drone, if it's as big as they say they are, as a dining room table, is not armed, imposing a threat to myself?
Yes, they do have weaponized drones.
Oh, yes, they do. So, you know, I'm just saying, there's some fine lines in there.
Right. Hey, like I said, you can just, if anybody asks any questions, you could say, well, from where I was standing, it looked like a weather balloon.
There you go. There you go.
So I wanted it down. It was blocking my view of the sun.
They're talking about a small coil on XP. I don't know which one they're talking about.
Yeah, good question. And Ian is saying, is that email for the recipe? I don't know if Phil put an email out there or if he's asking about the one that I had mentioned, but yeah, you can email the recipes to that too, Ian. I'm not picky.
Yeah, Jason, we actually have the game wardens and the county sheriffs using drones. Usually the county doesn't fly them without being requested. Game wardens fly them to see what you're doing. Covering property, see if you're doing any baiting, anything like that there for deer or whatever.
Right.
Yep. Oh, Dennis made it in the house.
Hey!
Yep. He's running.
Now we can start the show. See, I thought maybe traffic was bad getting back from his favorite restaurant. Oh,
Oh man, Kevin just put up. They had a local guy lose his detector yesterday. He got sidetracked talking to a farmer, left it behind, went back for it, and it's gone. Oh boy. Hadn't heard that one before. That's a new one for me, Kevin.
that sucks.
That sucks.
And
Yes,
I'll
they do.
bet it
Actually,
wasn't one of them.
Jason, I'm answering
I'll bet
Jason's
it wasn't one of
questions.
them. I'll bet it wasn't one of them Harbor Freight ones either.
No. Yes, they do use them over houses, and actually, they build them big enough that they can vertically take off with a charged 2.5-inch fire hose and go 200 feet in the air. And they're using those over in all over Europe.
Oh yeah.
So
That
I'm not saying
literally,
they're all
I-
bad. It's just these things showing up on our coast.
literally the sky is the limit with these things. I mean, they make them a whole lot larger than what people can imagine, and they even make them to where they could just about stay in flight infinitely. I mean, solar panels on the wings, the whole nine.
Yep. Yeah. Those thermal drones, RH, are very pricey.
Mega pricey.
Yeah. I've seen them at FDIC and search and rescue. They're used a lot. Clinton County's got them, the sheriff's department, so does Rock Island County sheriffs, and they use them for search and rescue. There's good and there's bad on them,
Right.
just like anything else. Who's using it and for what?
Well, it's like anything else out there. I mean, people can use it for good intentions and do good things with it, but there are just as many probably that
I've
have.
seen one that has, like they're talking, what they call FLIR technology.
Yep.
Oh my God, it's fantastic.
Yeah, but you want to talk about a big price tag. Ooh.
I was looking at a couple at FDIC 2 years ago. Good God, they were 8 feet across.
Uh-huh.
And they had all the bells and whistles, and they were in the 6-figure range.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I've seen some with the solar panels in the wings.
yep.
You're talking 6 to 8 foot span per wing.
So, pretty
So
neat
now you're
technology.
talking 16 feet wingspan easily. I mean, at that point, and they still call it a drone, but at that point, wouldn't you call it a small plane?
Helicopter, whatever. I don't know. They've got different versions. Pretty neat stuff, but it can be used for a lot of good or a lot of bad.
Right.
Pretty neat stuff. And I see the guys, detecting, they're running a drone over them, getting all these great pictures. But if you use it correctly, and you could probably integrate the old mapping to where it's been and start checking for signs and evidence of cellar holes, buildings, that kind of stuff, just like anything else.
Oh, yeah.
I saw drones on the USS Peleliu when I was with Travis. He was coming back from deployment, met him in Hawaii. Those were an aircraft-style drone, but the equipment on them then was amazing. And now, technologically advanced as they are,
Right, that was then. Those are way outdated now.
Yep. Well, Pelon's on. How you doing, buddy? Pelon.
Hey, old Elon. We just announced too. We've got an email address for you finally. It's beyondsightandsound@gmail.com.
Yep. Iowa, ORH, Iowa has been allowing those cameras with the speed traps on them, but each city that put them in had to use them for slowing traffic down to prevent accidents. LeClaire, Iowa had a bunch of them up, and in a 2-year period, they took in, one was on Interstate 80, 2 were on Interstate 80 through the town where it crosses the river. Millions of dollars, millions in tickets. And state checked everybody. They went through all of it to see if it actually did what they said it was doing, preventing accidents. So they had to take them down, shut them off.
Wow.
A lot of cities had to. They allowed one road they could prove that it did reduce accidents on in LeClaire, Iowa, the Cody Trail Road. And then Cedar Rapids was allowed. They took Davenport's down except for one street or two. Wasn't preventing accidents. It was just a fundraiser.
And then when they took them down, they probably had to spend millions more to put in roundabouts.
Yep, they are. They're putting in roundabouts. So that one guy comes through at 40 and forgets the roundabout, launches it. I've seen pictures of this, and lands on the other side in the field. That helped.
Now, see, and I don't buy in for a minute necessarily. Now, I'll give them this. Roundabouts may reduce the number of fatal accidents, but I doubt that it really reduces the number of accidents in the traditional sense.
Right.
There may be just as many accidents, just not as many fatal accidents because they're at lower speeds.
Yep. I just saw online Iowa has a new land speed record for a ticket in a car. The other night they stopped this guy at 123 miles an hour. But Iowa's overall record is on a motorcycle. They got a guy at 188 miles per hour.
You mean they caught up with him at home?
Somehow.
Because I'm sure they didn't continue pursuit at a speed like
that. Was actually online there, and it was out of, I don't know if it's the Des Moines Register or what. But yeah, and well, they had one at 122, but this guy broke him by a mile per hour, and they were both in Mustangs.
Now, see, we've seen speeds way over that here in Ohio, in my area, but they've been by these new Challengers with the Hellcat packages. Mm-hmm. We did have an incident a few months ago where they thought it might have been a low-flying UFO or something. Somebody had caught enough of it. They didn't get the license plate or anything, but they knew it was a Lamborghini.
Florida.
Yeah, Florida's big for Lambos.
Oh, man. They love to race that interstate up toward the Georgia line.
Oh, yeah, and you'll see just a string of them coming down the road.
Yep, I've seen it. And it's like, what in the hell? And when they go by, buddy, just hang on to your wheel because
Oh, yeah.
it's not NASCAR. It's crazy. They really like to roll.
Yeah. At that point, once they're out there, they think it's like a Formula One track.
Right.
Man, just tearing by.
Yeah. So anyway, what's next on the agenda? Do we have to give out something tonight? Like a hint?
Yeah, we do have another keyword to release. Plus, we got a little a little scuttlebutt, a little rumor that that I can go ahead and I'll throw out a little teaser of that and let folks know that all I can say is if you're a member of Metal Detecting Central Illinois, or well, even if you're not, you may want to go over and get signed up, because I have heard, I have it on fairly good authority that Santa's elves are up to something.
Really? Elf on a shelf stuff, huh?
I don't know. This is like top secret hush hush elf stuff, apparently.
All right.
So they might want to go over there, and then that way, maybe they're there whenever whatever it is happens, and they're there for when it goes down. But I think it's about to go down. All I know is Santa's elves are up to something over there.
Oh, that's good. Now, dropped and forgotten asked, how many keywords will there be with that? Don't know if there will be keywords.
Oh, I think he's asking about the Equinox 800 giveaway.
Oh. Well, we'll see.
More.
Right. So
I'll put it to you this way. There are at least 7. I didn't say that.
Are you sure you counted right?
I don't know. I've got my shoes on.
Oh, that always messes you up. Oh, God. Oh, Digging Buddy, he's working it over. You haven't been in there for a while, Digging Buddy. You have to go back and watch some videos. Didn't know if you knew we had this little giveaway going on just for the adults within this group. We do the kids thing, and that's in full swing, by the way. I just shipped a detector off to the first winner. And Barb is out. She's out in DIV now, is she not?
Well, looks like she had a pretty good few days.
Yeah. So she's working that, got her admins on her site helping her. And the contests for the kids are going on. But we got a contest just for you past the kid age.
Yep, the elves are done over at the Great Metal Detecting Kids Christmas giveaway, and they've moved over to, I don't know, caused some sort of ruckus over there on Metal Detecting Central Illinois that people have to check out. And then we're still doing the keywords for the Equinox 800 giveaway that we'll announce the winner for on January 5th. But they must be listening live in the chat to win, or we'll draw another name. They must be 18 or older. They must be a resident in the lower 48. or have a mailing address in the lower 48 for our friends up in Canada.
I want to make something clear to everybody. Digging Buddy put something up. He's based on Barb's giveaway. I want to remind you it's not Barb's giveaway. It's Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound. With Barb runs it. She does a hell of a job with it, but Josh and I started it, and we have supported it now for 7 years, going on 8.
This was the 8th.
8th. And, you know, Barb is our focal point with it, but we all work this real hard, Digging Buddy. It is
Yeah,
a cool thing.
that's why I've got so much gray hair now.
But Barb's the devious one with all the good ideas on having crazy things for the kids to do to get their name involved and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and making hundreds of people across America clean their toilets simultaneously.
Yeah, I know it. That was the greatest one yet.
Oh, yeah.
And then the ones, what's that dance that they did from the Shuffle?
The Truffle Shuffle.
Truffle Shuffle off of the movie. That was good too. Yeah,
Yes,
Gary. How you doing, Gary?
Gary.
Gary.
Yeah.
The Goonies. You are right, Rage.
So I did not have the email address in the description tonight, but we have given that out in the show. So that's a plus.
Yep.
And we have let people know that it sounds like Santa's elves are up to something over in Metal Detecting Central Illinois. They may want to get over there and check it out. I'm not saying it's there right now, but that's what I hear. Santa's elves are up to something.
Yep.
And they're probably going to be revealing whatever it is they're up to pretty soon, because I know they got to get back to the North Pole.
Well, I'm going to have to bow out. I got a dog that needs to go out. She's bouncing around up there. I can hear her, so she's going to have to get out. But, hey, we'll talk to you on Sunday. And if you can get out, Gary says he's going out beach hunting tomorrow. Have a good hunt. Got something good, post it up, Gary. And if it's really good, we'll have you call in and you can tell us about it.
Yeah, we'll send him a link. You can link in and tell us about it.
Yep. But I got to get my puppy out. She's having a fit up there. So everybody have a good night. Stay warm and safe.
All right.
Later.
See you, Chuck.
See you, buddy. Bye-bye.
And then there was one with one last thing to accomplish before we roll out of here. And that is the 5th. Yeah, count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th keyword tonight will be revealed. And where did my screen go? There we are. The 5th keyword. Everybody got their pad and their pen out? I hope so. Do we need to wait, or are you going to come back and check the archive to make sure that you've got it and write it down then? Oh, the 5th keyword, as in number 5, is side. Like this side or that side? I don't know. But the fifth keyword is side. And like I said earlier in the show, for those that do not use social media and they need an alternate contact point for when we do get ready to have everybody get themselves registered, which that's the other thing, Diggin' Buddy. Once you get the phrase, you have to message that to me to get yourself entered. I will go ahead and respond back, comment, thumbs up, what have you, to let you know that you're entered. Your name goes into the bucket. And then January 5th, you want to make sure you are back and listening live, because January 5th is when we do the giveaway. And like I said, if you are not listening live in the chat, when we draw your name, we will be forced to have to draw another name. And getting yourself registered gets you entered for quite a number of different prizes. We've got copper rounds, we've got fines boxes, we've got silver rounds, we've got a electrolysis ugly box, and that is the full kit: the brine, the box, the clips, the carbon, the ugly book, the whole nine. And the big thing up on the block is a brand new Equinox 800 ready to ship to one lucky winner, as long as they followed all of the rules. And actually, I had some things come up that drew me away from things today. I should have sent Barks a message today to see how many fines boxes that we're doing, just so I know, which he can always message me and let me know. Let's see. Where do we send our responses? Gary's Metal Detecting asks. Well, Gary, if you are not on social media and cannot message them to Josh Kimmel, then you can email the phrase to beyondsightandsound@gmail.com. And then that we'll do the same thing. I'll get you entered that way. And yeah, I agree. It is a great way to ring in the new year. Definitely. Oh, and the Bortners are out. Getting out. There you go, yeah. See, Ohio Relic Hunters got it in there. There we go. So, thank you, Ohio Relic Hunter. And when you email, if you are emailing to get your contest entry in, when we tell you that everything has been done, it is time to let that roll, we will want you to put something like contest entry, whatever, in the subject line of the email so that I can keep track of things. It works out. It works out a little easier that way. For me, anyway. A little easier to keep track of everybody as we go and start writing down names when it is time to. It is not time to yet. We do still have keywords to give away. Give out, reveal, whatever. And we're running out of time. So it's a good thing we don't have too many more to mention to everyone. But yes, we do still have a few more. Not many, though. Time is almost run out. But you can always go back. If you forgot to write these down, you can go back, check our live streams. And it will be in the title, first keyword revealed or second keyword revealed. Just like tonight, fifth keyword revealed. We may not tell you at what point to find it, but we will let you know where you can find it. Like tonight, it was mentioned on the show. I know the first two were mentioned in videos over on Bark's Detecting Bits. So check those out. Another one was mentioned in a little video clip that Chuck put up on Facebook that we did announce on the show for those who do not have access to Facebook social media. So a few more to do, and then it'll be time to start throwing everybody's names into the hat, the bucket, whatever, and we'll get it done. Gonna be a fun time. You don't want to miss it, that's for sure. And Chuck's probably not wanting to miss his pecan bars. And by this point, talking about all that smoked food, I'm getting a little, maybe it's time for a snack. So I think I'm going to get out of here too. Until the next one, have a wonderful evening, folks. If you enjoyed the show, make sure and drop us a like, follow. You can check us out on your favorite podcast distribution services as well. We do still have the podcast side up and running. And we'll see you. Well, don't forget, check out Metal Detecting Central Illinois. Santa's elves are up to something. And then, now, we'll see you on the next one.
We sure are glad you found us here tonight. Thanks for dropping by and joining in. If you like metal detecting, treasure hunting, gold prospecting, or even entertaining discussion, check us out Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, on your favorite podcast distribution services.